2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Golf Club Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? Wow, that almost went in the hole. Good look at birdie here. Good looking putt. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
He's currently in a share of top spot. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes, to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Opting for the 6-iron. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Oh, get in. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. On the tee of a par 3.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par 3s should be had.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Looking better.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
Game face on early here, Luke.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Second shot here on the 4th. Didn't that look good for a long time? 5 feet coming up to the cup.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Seems to be some sort of a mission he's on today, and that will take him to 5 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
From about 130 yards here. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
And back to the play, shall we? Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. This looks good. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Not a bad line, this. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Currently in first position. Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This is from miles away. That'll help your scorecard. Well hold. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now. And this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in 2nd place. Well, there's some real momentum with this player, coming off an eagle at the last.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
They've decided to club up. Yep, he's putting Rosie's nosy out of joint with that one. That was an incredible approach.
putting for birdie.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That was wonderfully done. And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Second shot here at the 10th. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. A birdie putt awaits. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. Sitting at 12 under par for the event. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Going with the 5-wood. Well, you're a ball striker, there's no doubt about that.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
If it's up, it could be in. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Oh, great swing there. From around 180 yards out. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Nicely done.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away. Nicely holed, and for par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. And he's down there.
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Good sounding strike, that one. Yeah, that was a safe play. And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's return to live play now. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. Oh, terrific. What an effort. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. But this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Great rhythm on that swing. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down. This for back-to-back birdies.
It's got a chance. Oh, well played.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at Justin Rose, shall we? And back to the course with the live action. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Just 3 feet to the cup. He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Beautiful swing there. Oh, almost went in. Trying to get to 17 under the card with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, that was flushed. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Looking really good, this one. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in, leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
I think it's more like a gaggle of birdies, isn't it, Luke? Gaggle?
Gaggle of birdies? A bonanza.
Bonanza of birdies.
Yep. All right. Beauty.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Huge bunker shot here to win the tournament. Okay, phase one complete. You've got to make a good putt here. He knows if he can get this putt to drop, he'll win the event.
Good stuff today, especially.
And they've done it. It puts a smile on your face to see someone live a lifelong dream.
having to build another basement, Luke. He's racking up the hardware.
Moments like that deserve another look. That was an outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.